In this video, I'll be reviewing the HP NV Photo 7975 printer. I'll share with you the positive side and also the negative side of this printer so you make a better purchase decision. If you want to get one of these, I'll put links towards Amazon in the description and other printers I recommend, so check them out. Let's get started with the good stuff first. I really like how easy it is to use this printer. They gave us this screen, and although it's not as good as the one on your smartphone, it has sometimes some lag. Okay, right now it doesn't want to lag because it knows it's getting filmed, but you get the idea. It's nice to have all the settings easy to use. You want to connect this printer to the Wi-Fi. Well, you simply tap on the Wi-Fi symbol, you press OK, and honestly, in less than 5 minutes, and I have made separate videos on how you can do this, you can set this up with your phone or with your computer. So this was nice to find out. If you don't want to use Wi-Fi, the printer also has a USB port in the back right over here. Unfortunately, it does not come with a USB cable, but you can connect it directly to your Mac or PC using that cable if you don't want to use Wi-Fi. So this is the number one. The second thing that I like, well, it's the fact that it comes with an automatic document feeder able to scan 35 pages at the same time. So this is great. You don't have to touch anything. You load your paper over here, it scans, it comes out over there. And if you want to use the normal scanner, well, you have a scanner glass right under. I always like when printers include one of these, especially if you're a teacher or even at home, you have a homework, something that requires you to scan multiple pages. This will get the job done much quicker than a regular scanner. Second thing that I enjoyed is the fact that, let's open the paper input. It actually has two different paper inputs in this drawer. On the top, it's to load photo paper, smaller size, 5x5, 4x6, and 5x7. And if you push this, well, this is where you load your larger paper, including letter size, and you can extend this tray if you want to print 8x5 by 14 legal size. So it's nice that every time I want to print a picture on a 4x6 photo paper like this one, I don't have to remove all my paper, put this one, and then put the regular paper back. I can simply load my photo paper in this separate tray, and the printer knows that there's two types of paper that are loaded. Let's continue with the positive side. You can print borderless. As you see, you can use all the paper to print. Here there's a border, but this is my fault. All right, it's not the fault of the printer. I have printed another picture, as you see here, and there is absolutely no borders. That's great, especially for people printing photo. And since this one has the photo name in the name, well, you expect it to print nice pictures, right? The other thing that I like is that you can print on both sides of the page. Okay, very practical. And since we're talking about prints, I have printed on glossy paper, on US letter size, plain paper. And every time, especially when I have printed pictures, I was really impressed. The colors are vibrant, but not too much, so it makes them look artificial. And the sharpness is also really good. This is a great photo paper. If this is what you intend to use it for, I don't think the results will deceive you. This is on glossy paper, and again, good sharpness, good contrast. For this price point, it's hard to ask for more in this printing department. Now, what are the things that could be improved on this printer? Well, first of all, it's not the fastest printer. It's able to print in 31 seconds, about 5 pages like this one with a bit of graphics. So let's say a page with some colors, some graphics, some text. You're gonna take about 31 seconds for 5 pages. In this category, there is printers that are able to print quicker than this. Another thing that could be improved is the fact that this printer takes only 2 cartridges. So they're located over here. one ink cartridge for the three colors, cyan, magenta, and yellow, and one ink cartridge for the black color. So unfortunately, if you run out of yellow, let's say, well, you have to replace the whole color cartridge, which is not cost effective. Printing with this printer is coming at around 40 cents for a photographic print, okay, depending what you're printing, obviously. If you're going to print full-size US letter size pictures like this one, it will cost you more than 40 cents, depending how much color you have. And if you're printing a black and white text page, well, it will cost you around 10 cents to do so. Cost-wise, it's definitely not the most efficient. Printers that are using an ink cartridge for each color will be better on this department. You'll be able to reduce the cost, and obviously ink tank printers will definitely make you, it will definitely cost you around, I would say 2 cents, 1 cent, 2 cents to print, which is a lot less than this. The printer itself, okay, it's not the most expensive, especially for all the capabilities, but you're going to spend some money on the cartridges if you print regularly. So this brings me to the point, do I recommend this printer? Well, in my opinion, if you simply want a printer that does it all for home usage, and you're not printing over, I would say, 15 pages per month, in that case, this could be a great option. The print quality is good, it's easy to set up, but it will cost you on the ink side. If you're printing 15 pages or less, well, that's not that bad. These ink cartridge will still last you quite a while, and although it will cost you more when time comes to replace them, you know, since you're not printing a lot, it doesn't mean that you're going to be penalized as much. If you're printing 30 pages, 50 pages per month in color, indefinitely, I would suggest to choose a printer that has a system with ink cartridges for each color. This will reduce the cost, and most of the time, yes, the printer may cost slightly more than this, but on the longer term, after a year, you're going to have been saving enough money that the total cost will be cheaper. And if you can, obviously go for an ink tank printer. If you're printing above 50 pages per month, it will cost you, as I said, 1 cent, 2 cents to print a page instead of 40 cents like this printer. As again, the print quality is great. Connectivity is great. It's nice to have all these scanners. Everything works the way it's supposed to. Unfortunately, on the longer term, it will cost you quite a lot to maintain this printer because of the ink cartridges. Thanks for watching. Again, check my Amazon links down below if you intend to purchase one or purchase another printer. I'll put links towards them. Subscribe, like, and comment down below.